The third chapter in our textbook is pair of linear equations in two variables. So we'll just go into the concepts of this chapter. That's the third chapter. So what are the type of equations we use? What are the different methods we use in this? We'll just see into that. Linear equation means the variable power should be always 1. So the concepts in this which we are going to deal with is, first I'm just giving as points over here. So an equation which can be written in the form of ax plus by is equal to c, a not equal to 0, b not equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers, is known as a linear equation in two variables, x and y. So we are considering here linear equations in two variables. So we are taking two variables here, x and y, and here a, b and c are nothing but real numbers, and a should not be equal to 0, b is not equal to 0. So next important point to be remembered here is the most common form of linear pair is which we are having is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are real numbers such that a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0 and a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. Here we are having a1, a2, all these are nothing but real numbers. a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are all real numbers which satisfy this above condition. That is a1 square plus b1 square should not be equal to 0 and a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. Now next important point to remember is a pair of linear equations in two variables can be solved by two methods. So what are the two methods we'll see here? There are totally two methods here. The two methods are graphical method and algebraic method. How do we solve graphical method? We'll just see. In graphical method, we have three cases: when two lines intersect each other, when two lines are parallel, when two lines are coincident. So what happens when the lines are intersecting at a point? The equation have a unique solution. So when two lines intersect at a point, the equations have a unique solution, and the pair of linear equations are consistent with the condition a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So when two lines intersect, they'll have a unique solution. So like this type of cross, you'll have a unique solution. They intersect, you get a unique solution at a point. So they're consistent, you have a unique solution, and they intersect each other with the condition a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So next we have when the two lines are parallel, the equations have no solution, and in this case the pair of linear equations are inconsistent. Pair of linear equations are inconsistent. And here with the condition, what is the condition we have here is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to C1 by C2. So parallel lines we can take here like this. You will get two parallel lines where these two lines will never meet at any point. So therefore there is no solution obviously. And here the condition is, if the two lines are given, you can see whether this type of thing is happening. That is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. Next condition is when the lines are coincident. When the two lines are coincident, the equations have infinitely many solutions. The equations have infinitely many solutions, and in this case the pair of linear equations are consistent. Now condition for this coincident lines or infinitely many solutions or consistent lines. So what is the condition for coincident lines is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So totally three cases we are having: when the lines intersect, when the lines are parallel, when the lines are coincident. So you have unique solution, no solution, infinitely many solutions. Coincident means on the same line it exists. Both the lines are on the same line. You will have infinitely many solutions. So these are all about the graphical methods which we are having. The introduction to all the graphical methods which you are having. So to remember all the points is, first you have intersect, unique and consistent. Second, no, parallel, no solution and inconsistent. And third, coincident, infinitely many solutions and consistent. So next, algebraic methods. We have three types of methods in this. We'll see what are the three types of methods. The three algebraic methods are: first one, substitution method; second, elimination method; and third, cross multiplication method. So these are the three different algebraic methods which you are having. So we'll just see how to solve these three methods. So first one we'll go into is substitution method. How to solve this? We'll take one example and we'll try to solve this method. So how to solve this method, we'll just see. Substitution method. Consider two simultaneous linear equations. Some two linear equations I am considering here, and we are trying to solve this. How to do this method we'll see over here. So 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. Now find the value of one of the variable in terms of the other. That is, we take this equation, this as equation 1 and the other one as equation 2. So consider equation 1 over here. So what is the equation 1? 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 is equation 1. So from that we can write it as 2x plus y is equal to 5, or 2x is equal to 5 minus y, or x is equal to 5 minus y by 2. So we are taking this equation 3. This equation 3 we substituted in equation 2, not in equation 1, because from equation 1 we got what is the x value. So we substitute the value of this variable, that is which we got in equation 3, x value, in equation 2, in the other equation, that is equation 2. So we are having equation 2 as 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0, and in the place of x we are going to substitute it as 5 minus y by 2 plus 2y is equal to minus 8 is equal to 0, or if you take LCM here, you will get it as 3 into 5 minus y plus 4y minus 16 is equal to 0. Because 2 goes to the other side, it becomes 0. Now 15 minus 3y plus 4y minus 16 is equal to 0. Take the like terms together. So we are getting y minus 1 is equal to 0, which implies y is equal to 1. So we got the solution of this one variable. Now we substitute this variable y is equal to 1 in equation 3 where we are having x value. So substitute the value of y. So obtained in any of the two equations also you can substitute, or you can substitute even in equation 3. It becomes easy. So we will now substitute y is equal to 1 in equation 1. So you get it as 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. You can substitute in 1, 2 or even in 3. So you can get the value of x easily. So you are getting x is equal to 2. So therefore x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 are the solutions of the given simultaneous linear equations. And this way we do the substitution method. This is the process which we follow. So by substitution method we got this value. Now we'll take the same two simultaneous equations. We'll solve for elimination method, by elimination method, by cross multiplication method, and we'll see whether we're getting it in the same answer or not. But the method is different. The method which we used here is different. So in elimination method, what do we do is consider the simultaneous equations, the same equations which we have taken in the substitution method. We'll see that is 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. So what do we do here is to make the coefficients of one of the variable, coefficients equal of one of the variable, multiply the equations by the constant and non-zero numbers to eliminate it. So what do we do is 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. I want to make the coefficients of x equal in both of these equations. So what do I do is I multiply the first equation with 3 and the second equation with 2. So what do I get now? I get it as 6x plus, to eliminate x we are doing this. So whichever we want to eliminate, we can eliminate y also. Anything we can eliminate, but I am eliminating x over here. So to eliminate the variable x, 6x plus 3y minus 15 is equal to 0. 6x plus 4y minus 16 is equal to 0. The first you multiplied by 3, second you multiplied by 2, you are getting these. Then you are subtracting both these equations. That means you are eliminating x. So from this we got y is equal to 1. So same as the answer which we got in the previous substitution method. Now this again y is equal to 1. We either substitute in equation 1 or equation 2 to get the answer for x. In equation 2 or equation 1 also we can do, no problem. Only to obtain one of the variable we follow the substitution or elimination method. After getting the one of the variable we substitute again by using this method, either in equation 1 or equation 2 or equation 3 in the first one. So you can substitute anyway. You get again x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 by elimination method. So next third method which we are having is called as cross multiplication method. The cross multiplication method also will be doing the same way. We'll take those two equations, but first we'll take the general form, write the formula for this. In the formula we'll substitute these values so that you can get the answer. So consider the two simultaneous equations. 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. We took it as equation 1 and equation 2, but we'll not substitute now. First we'll see what is the general form. Taking the general form, we are having two cases in this, so we'll be doing those. First, I am not giving directly formula. We'll see how did we get that formula, so that whenever you are having any confusion in getting the formula also, you'll get. So when the equations are written in the form a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, we also take the examples here. Okay, we just write it as under x we write a1 a2, y we write b1 b2, under 1 we write c1 c2. Again we repeat a1 a2 b1 b2, and from that we get x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Again we write here the same formula. X, under x we write a1 a2, under y we write b1 b2, under 1 c1 c2. Then again repeat a1 a2 b1 b2. Now we get y value by c1 a2 minus c2 a1. In the similar manner we get 1 by also. So how do we write? Again we write the same thing, x, y and 1, a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2, a1 a2 b1 b2. Now we write it as 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1 . 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So now we equate all the three relations above. So what do we get? X by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y by c1 a2 minus c2 a1, which is equal to a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now taking this relation, we solve that example problem. So we consider the two equations, 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. So from this we write down what is a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2. So using the above formula, how do we find out x, y and y we see in this? So we get x by a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to 1, c1 is equal to minus 5, a2 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to 2, c2 is equal to minus 8. So we get x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1. From the formula we have that. So therefore you can write 1 into minus 8 minus of 2 into minus 5, which is equal to y by 2 into minus 8 2 into minus 8 must be written first, which is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 minus 1 into 3. So x by minus 8 plus 10 is equal to y by minus 15 plus 16. So you're getting is equal to 1 by 4 minus 3. So we're getting here x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 from that. So in case 2, when the equations are written in the form a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. So then we use the following relation, that is x by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y by c1 a1 minus c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to minus 1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So this is the formula which we use. So this is the end of this video of the concepts of pair of linear equations. I'd like to stop here, and we'll continue with the next exercise in the next video.